Okay, our next question wants us to develop a model, so those pictures, to predict the effect. So we're looking for melting, freezing, condensing, and evaporation. Gosh, this hand just always comes in handy when we have 4 things we're doing. So I'm talking about melting, freezing, condensing, and evaporation of heat energy on states of matter during a phase change. So how does that heat being added or taken away affect these states of matter? How does it change them? So you can draw a model and then explain the heat transfer when we're adding heat or taking away. How is it changing from one to another? So I should be able to see all 4 of these changes happening, and you should be showing me what happens to their heat energy. Is heat added or is heat taken away to create those changes? So go ahead and draw your models and explanations here, and then so pause and do that and come back when you are ready to see the examples. So our examples, again, yours could look different. They just need to have this same information. So let's start at a 4 here. So we have our 3: solid, liquid, gas. And when a solid melts, it turns to a liquid. When a liquid evaporates, it turns into a gas. And I can see right over here that heat is added for those to happen. And then going back the other way, gases condense to a liquid. So those molecules come back together. And then liquid packs together even more to make that solid here. And that's when the heat is being taken away. It's giving its heat away. Because these are really hot, they're giving that energy away. As they lose that energy, it comes back together even more, and then it can warm up and melt and warm up even more and evaporate. So that's an example of a 4. I used all 4 words: melting, freezing, evaporation, condensation, showed how it changes from one state to another, and show how the heat energy is what is happening with the heat energy. So a 3 might look something like, it has everything here. We used our 4 words to show how each state changes from one to the other, but it forgot to talk about the temperature of them. So it didn't say evaporation happens when it gets hotter, condensation's when it cools down. So a 2 might look something like, you are showing me they can change by heating up and cooling down, but you didn't use any of our scientific words like heat energy, melting, freezing, condensing, evaporation. You just showed me it can change, but didn't actually give each change a name. And a 1 might look like, you don't have the information correct. Like, this only shows that we can go from solid to liquid, liquid to gas. It doesn't show how we can go back the other way. So decide which one you are closest to and give yourself a rating here and a reason. Why did you decide you earned that? What did you do? And then your goal, what can you do on the test to make sure that you do your best? Do you need to make sure you talk about the heat energy? Do you need to make sure you use all of the scientific words? Do you need to draw a better model that shows how they go from one to another? So decide what can you do to do your best on our test. So go ahead and finish that one up, and I will see you for part 3.